man. I can take my hat off. It's my special day. It's my special day. This day is about me. At least I think it is. Stand by.
Arreteteia, rubeia-tia, arrachia, rebeia-ria.
Servos realigning. The skill issue continues.
Snake, you have a skill issue. Rapidly press the X button.
What's going on?
What's going on? Excuse me while I blow my nose. All right. I think we're here. I think we're good to go. I am currently working on character designs of Wolf O'Donnell in both parts of season 3 or episode 3. Skill issue. Slayer. Big Mommy I can't say I can't say What? That's cringe, bruh. Bruh. Well. Woo, I wouldn't say that. Cancelled. Only I have the brains to cancel Elon Musk. Sorry, Andros, you will never kill me. I have extra RAM in my head. I will, Anyone have a link to the Discord? It's on the screen. It's over there by the little hyena guy down there. Welcome to Italian Fish Tank. Capitolato in el France. Andros. All right. But yeah, today is Hyena Day. Welcome and happy Hyena Day. Can't remember what his pants looked like. What did Wolf's belt look like? I don't know if the belt was the same. Let me just look. It'll be the easy thing to do. All right, Wolf, let's get a look at you.
What would you like to call it?
What would you like to call it?
I call it my special move. There's a part where he says, okay, blue pants, gray belt, silver buckle. Okay. And his boots are just boots. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And he threw... Oh, his boots look like that, do they? I'm looking at the shot of him throwing the clothes out. Pishi does have stripes on the top of his tail, like a raptor. So the belt is actually brown. Okay. Do you think we'll ever find out where a fox in space is in episode 3? I don't understand what you mean, but I'd love to answer your question. How do you move one object to spin in a slow and same speed? Okay. So getting in here. I'm gonna open the summary for this. Watch closely. I'm gonna insert a rotation speed or rotation keyframe. I'm going to make this 24 frames long, so it loops. So then here, at this one, I'm going to rotate it until it looks exactly the same. So let's say 90 degrees. And then here I'm going to hit I again and insert rotation. So you'll see it kind of speeds up and slows down. It loops, but it speeds up and slows down. To get rid of this problem, you go down here, you select all of the keyframes involved, and you hit the T key and set this to linear. But now you see that it freezes for 1 frame. So what you got to do is take this frame and move it 1 past your limit. So, because if you don't, this frame and this frame are going to be exactly the same. So you're going to have a little pause. See, it's going to look like this. See how it pauses? So you want to take this frame and put it 1 frame past what you do. Hey, Rex. I'm dragging you all over here just because.
Did it work?
Yes, it did. Thank you for the raid. Hi, everybody. I'm one of the people making a Fox in space now. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Like you put your duplicate frame there where it loops back, where like it's the same as this one. You put this one 1 frame past the limit, and there now you have a perfect linear spinning loop. I hope this answers your question.
That's kind of what you taught Slava.
Well, no, I mean, he knew about the T key, but yeah, the whole like moving 1 frame
perfect loop
past the limit. Otherwise, you have 2 frames that are the same thing, and there's going to be a little pause. Ends up looking like that, or whatever. There's just a flub up there. But just putting it 1 past, that means it's, because if it goes here and it goes to this frame, that means that this frame is technically supposed to be whatever this frame is when because you don't go that far, it resets. But you put it there as if you're going there to keep the animation going properly. I don't want to flood my channel with Blender tricks. I want people to learn it firsthand from me here on stream. Drives more activity here, I guess. Or in the workshop if we ever get around to it. Time frame between Fox here. This is the James McLeod timeline. Spoiler alerts. Although, you know, this is all his past. I'm going to go up to James McLeod's timeline all the way up to episode 2.
I'll be right back.
Do it. I hope it hurts horribly. So James McLeod's timeline begins when he's 16, what I have written. Like this isn't going into the cartoon. This is just, you know, like what's going on in his life at this age. At age 16, he enters the military into officer school. At age 18, he marries Vixie, and they conceive Fox at some point during that year. Age 19, flying asteroid cutters and fighter craft in a squadron under Colonel Pepper. It's a big squadron. This is when like inner space, like combat and whatnot is starting to become a thing. At age 20, he's promoted to captain. Age 21, he goes to a science expo with his wife, Vixie. They meet Andros. And, can I find that? I can actually find a picture of that. Yeah. At age 21, he goes to the Science Expo with Vixie. And they meet Andros. Months later in that year, the McLeods go to where they're invited, working on a special project with Andros on Titania. So from age 21 to 22 to 23, for 2 or 3 years, they're working on the Titania project with Andros. And then when James is 24, James and Vixie are both 24, there's the accident. Vixie is lost. James hides the discs. Pepper shows up, goes, holy fuck, you guys really fucked up. I'm covering this up, but, you know, you're both gonna work for me. He relocates Andros to work on weapons. He relocates James to work as a Lilat Marshal, like cheats him through the whole thing. He's the youngest Lilat Marshal that's ever been instated. So when, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Fox is like 6 years old when he loses his mom. So James is, from the time James is 25, 26, and 27, he works for Pepper as a Lilat Marshal. I mean, he's a Lilat Marshal that basically does off the book stuff for Pepper, while Andros, also under Pepper's finger, develops weapons for Pepper. And when James is 28, he's almost killed on one of the forced missions that General Pepper gives him. And he basically tells Pepper, he's like, fuck you, I quit. You can throw me in jail or whatever as a threat. I don't care. He's like, no, go ahead. Take some time off. I'll call on you when I need you. And he goes and gets drunk for the very first time, and that's where he meets Peppy. And they start, since he has all the credentials as an ex-Lilat Marshal, retired or whatever, retired at the ripe old age of 28 from the military, or from the service as a Lilat Marshal, he starts Star Fox Resources Group. Because they're sitting there like, what do we call it? And Peppy's like, well, you're the Star Fox of the show, so you tell me. And he's like, that's perfect. They call it Star Fox Resources Group. And from age 28 to 29, he works with he does the Star Fox bounty hunter, recovery, whatever work. And when James is 29, that's when Andros has his big oopsie that gets a lot of people in Corneria killed because of a weapons experiment, and he gets exiled to Venom for the experiments and problematic stuff that he was doing. But pretty much after already, Andros already figured out some like brain biological medical stuff on the side as well. And then at age 30, James is still doing Star Fox work with Peppy. Andros has been in Venom for a year. And they are, like, when he's 30, they're occasionally getting help with some of their missions on Macbeth and the surrounding planets at that time from Pigma Dangar. So that goes on for about a year, on and off. And then another year later, when James is 31, he's called in by General Pepper for a favor and reinstated with Peppy in the military for the mission. And he goes missing on planet Venom. And Peppy returns, being escorted to his ROV. So that's the life and times of James McLeod from age 16 to age 31. That's how old he is in episode 2. So sum it up: 16 military, 17 military, 18, marries Vixie, they have Fox. 19, he's flying ships, asteroid cutters for Colonel Pepper. Age 20, promoted to captain. Age 21, he goes to the Science Expo with Vixie. They meet Andros, and then they're invited to work on Titania. Age 22, they're working on the Titania project. Age 23, working on the Titania project, building this weird portal stuff. Age 24, they go through one that they shouldn't have gone through. James hides all of his data. And Pepper relocates them and says, you guys are in trouble, but I'll take you out of trouble and you work for me. So age 25, 26, and 27, James is a Lilat Marshal working for Pepper, doing missions all over the system. Age 28, he has a dangerous mission where he almost dies. He quits. Like he says, I quit. You can put me in jail. I don't care. I've done enough stuff for you. He goes and gets drunk. He meets Peppy and starts a Star Fox Resources group. Age 29, he's doing that. Age 30, he's doing that. Getting help from Pigma. Age 29, going back one, that's when Andros gets in trouble. Then 2 years later, when he's age 31, is the beginning of episode 2. He doesn't see his son that much. His son is you know, school and playing video games. Like, I thought about, like, oh, when he does this with his son, I was like, I kind of like having it where, you know, he loves his son and he cares about his son, but he's gone so long. And his son's all right with it. Like, Fox is okay with that. He doesn't mind. And I'm not exactly sure canonically in this who is watching Fox for the most of it. So yeah, Fox is like 13, I think. If he's 18 when they have Fox, and then he's 31, yeah, that means Fox would be 13 years old in episode 2. But yeah, at that point, probably, you know, hanging out with Beltino or Kale, going back and forth, or just having a babysitter. Who knows? Maybe he has a babysitter that's not one of these characters. Or maybe at this point, he's in Public Academy. Like, once he gets to like age 10 or 11, he's in Public Academy. And at that point, you know, maybe it's a residency thing where kids are kept there and robots take care of them or something. I don't fucking know. But toward the end of that, of course, he's been staying at Kale's house. But anyway, I hope that answers your question about James. Fox was 13 in episode 2. Welcome to the Space Dynamics Bioscience Expo 83. Be sure to look through your brochure and notify your tour chaperone if you have any further questions about this exposition. Thought this would be the perfect music for something like that. Year accurate and everything. This is like the VHS tape that you play as you're staying at your hotel for the expo. Be sure to look out for, yeah, this is totally like early 80s science documentary music. But yeah, this is Andros is 41 and James and Vixie are 21 here. Andros is 20 years older than James, I guess. He's 51 in episode. Yeah, he's 51 and James is 31. Pepe's 40, I think. I know Pepe's older than James, but yeah. So there are some scenes, as much as I hate to say it, there's some scenes I want to do the full scenes of, but they're gonna have to just be in the previously thing. Joe Dudit, you also have to consider what's going on in Wolf's life at this point in episode 2. Wolf O'Donnell has just been discharged from the one really good chance he had at doing anything. His grades sucked, but his flying abilities are awesome. And his teacher pulled some strings to get him in, and then he had an accident where his eye got ripped out or poked out or whatever. So he's lost that, and he's back to public academy doing basic level shit, just as nerdy little Fox kid is magically getting in for the exact opposite reasons. He doesn't really fly anything. He's never flown a ship. He doesn't know anything about it, but his grades are so good and near perfect that he's just instantly given the scholarship. And like starting the next year, he's going to get in and doing ground control computer stuff. Or starting out with that anyway, because he couldn't do pilot shit anyway, being like 13 years old. And Farah is already just started her school in Flight Academy. So both of them, like Farah's been in for a year or so, and Wolf has been in and then immediately out. So, you know, Wolf's moving out of his mom, staying with his dad. You can imagine his dad being like, well, if you're not going to be a pilot, you're going to have to get out and get a regular job like everybody else when you get out of regular academy, blah, blah, blah. And Wolf is 18, so he's getting ready to, like, graduate regular academy if he can get his grades up. The grade stuff and the switching academies and stuff, that'll be exposed in the 3rd episode. Now, Corneria is like, even if you're in public academy, you're eventually going to be working for the military in some form. Corneria is like a huge military planet. Even if you work at a restaurant when you're older, at some point when you were a teenager, you worked for the military for a year or two. Think of it like some countries that require you. They don't require you to, you know, be a soldier and fight and die or anything, but you have to have some sort of service with the military. I don't know. I didn't like write too hard into that, but that's kind of the place that Corneria is. But they're also the military powerhouse of most of the forces in the Lilas system. I don't know a lot about that stuff. I'm not that great of a writer, but I do kind of have like a little Bible going where all of the rules and lore and everything of the Lilas system the way that I would do them. Yeah, and that's what happens later. That's exactly what happens. Like, they're paid to do a security mission on Fortuna at the same time that Wolf and his buddies are paid to go and destroy some defense turrets or whatever. And they clash, and the Star Fox team takes care of them. And, you know, Andros hears about it and wants to talk to Fox about it. He's like, well, hey, he'd completely forgotten about this guy. And, you know, and hearing, you know, you can't get this until like way later in episode 1. But, you know, Andros here is like, oh, the people I hired were defeated. And the person leading the team defeated them is the son of the guy who I'm getting to help me with blah, blah, blah. I want to speak to him. Bring him to me. I know he won't come to me on his own because he thinks I killed his father. Blah, blah, blah. Something like that. But, oh, I can't wait to get back into this stuff where I'm designing these characters. This is Wolf when he's 18. This is Wolf when he's 28. Oh my Is it your good looks? Is it that big bulge in your pants? He's like, oh God, God help us. I think that's what it is. I love the leading thing. I had to do it to him, baby. Baby. But anyway. What if I did want to make his eye glow here? I turn on hue saturation, only the material eye white, and set it to 10. Hey, look at that. I want to do like the episode 1 eye glow. Absolutely. Look at the difference there. God. And just with, I don't even have to like do it. I don't even have to set an effect. Make his eye a little more yellow though, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. It's just a choice. Falco's eyes are yellow.
Power up.
Yeah, just a little bit, just a subtle boost. Yeah, there we go. And this is Wolf when he gets to Leon's, or the Pawlowski compound. I don't know what to call it. Because by the time he gets to the car, it's very hot. So he takes off his jacket and ties it around his waist. I might have it in front of the shirt. I don't know. Tell us more about Venomian interplanetary relations. I'm sorry, I told you, like, I'm not Frank Herbert. I haven't sat here and thought about, like, how all the the different planets interact with each other. Save that for the fanfic writers. I'd love to, but if a thing comes up in my cartoon where I need to put in a little bit of that lore, then absolutely I will. But if it doesn't really come up and I haven't written it, I don't know. I just hate answering question with, sorry, I haven't written that yet. Parley, I thought about making Herbert an AI on Andross's computer. Not an actual pig android, but like a pig AI on his computer that talks to him. I don't know, like I felt like an android, because, you know, it's just Rob64. We're at the level of Rob64 with robots, but to have an actual, you know, Michael Fassenberg android pig guy following Andross around, I don't know. But I thought about having Herbert be an AI that he talks to. Oh yeah, Andross is canon gay in my cartoon. I thought about some scenes or whatever, but it's just like, no. But yeah, like, people ask, like, are there any gay characters in your cartoon? I was like, I will tell you one. I don't want to out anybody because it's rude. Fox McCloud is not gay. He's obviously not. He's dating Farrah. But Andross is one of those guys that it took 30 years of marriage and procreating to find out, like, oh, this really isn't for me. I think I'm gay. Yeah, so yeah, Andross is canon gay, canonically gay in my cartoon. But you'll never know other than me telling you. Mandross. No. There was one scene, like, he doesn't flirt. He's not sexually interested in Reese. It's not anything like that. But there was going to be one scene where he fixes Reese's collar and just looks at him nicely in the eyes, just 1 second too long, to make you go like, oh, wait, is he gay? Is he gay? Is Andross like canonically gay in this thing? Just a little bit, just that. But I decided to take it out. I was like, there's enough gay stuff in the first episode. And that wasn't even meant to be gay either. That was meant to be a joke about the robot legs. And then like, oh, but he comes in while he's looking at his legs and he thinks he's, you know, checking him out or whatever. And then they get embarrassed. They're like, oh, it's not what you think it, or whatever. Like, yeah, of course. I wasn't doing that because they're gay and I want them to be gay. Neither Fox nor Wolf are gay in my cartoon. Neither one of them are gay. Yeah, whatever. I don't fucking care. I don't know. That's one thing I'm honestly tired. Oh, really? Left the channel. Okay.
I don't know who that was. That was weird.
Where they going now? No. Never said Andross was a villain either. Fox is a good guy. Absolutely. Farrah is a good guy. I don't consider Wolf a villain. I don't consider Andross a villain. General Ignatius, 100% a villain. Absolutely. Coded to be a villain. Scales, yeah, homeboy is a fucking villain. He's pretty rough. But Andross, like, I don't know, like, does he have ideas that go against the basic foundational moral compass of Cornerian creed? Maybe, sure. Is he a bit of a bioethicist? Sure. Does he not get along with a lot of people? Sure. Is he willing to experiment on the, you know, the riffraff of society as long as they sign something and consent to it all in a contract? Sure. Does that include brain stuff and organ stuff and all that? Sure. If that makes Andros a villain, sure, okay, but I don't think it does. It makes him very like ethically ambiguous on some stuff. But he's in my cartoon, he's not going to be like, I'm going to control the Lilat system and make everyone a slave and kill anyone. Like, no. Like, he's got a big head. He's, no pun intended. But, yeah. He's got his, there's not going to be a big floating head thing. Not going to do that. Thought about ways I can make it work, but they're corny and they break the immersion. Is Falco gay? No, I believe Falco is the straightest character in the entire show. Like, super straight. I would go ahead at risk of getting in trouble and say that Falco is super straight. Because, like, Falco's the kind of dude that'd be like, wait, you and Farah are getting married? That's so gay. Like, yeah, like Cat would be like, Falco, when are we gonna get married? And Falco would be like, ew, what? Yeah, there is nothing. There is not one single iota of Falco's being that could be described as gay in my cartoon. Sorry to break all the bird hearts, but I'm sure that he's like, hey, I'm not fucking gay. I just like to stick my dick in the Sears Tower. That's not gay. I don't see a dick or a guy's ass or chest hair on the Sears Tower. Or wait, no, I guess he's fucking planets now. Someone sent me a picture like, dude, are you gonna have Falco do this in your cartoon? And he's literally turning a planet into a donut with his, well, not a real donut. We're only cloacially speaking here. Oh my God. Oh, I love particle physics. Particle physics give me a big throbbing hadron. I think I saw that on a t-shirt. Particle physics give me a hadron. And the text is at like a slight upward angle. But I like to be a little cheeky with it sometimes, but most of the time, like especially with Star Fox or stuff, yeah, it's just for laughs. in my actual cartoon. Like I said, I are there some gay characters or whatever? Sure, but I don't want to out any of them. That would be rude. But canonically, in the original Star Fox, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I'm like 100% sure that there's not anyone who's like, of all the people who are dating, especially at Star Fox Command. Are there any officially gay or LGBT characters in any official Nintendo product? I'm curious. I genuinely don't know. Is Leon...
Oh yeah, the Carpenter in Breath of the Wild. Although they don't say it, but boy is it implied.
Really?
You'll know when you play it, Fred. You will know.
I always just like to leave my answer as, you know, there might be and there might not be, but either way, I'm not going to out anybody because it's rude, and you'll just have to find out through exposition. But I will say this:
true.
If you're asking, is every character in my cartoon straight? No. But that, like I said, I'm not gonna be like, oh, here's one, he's this and this, or he considers this. Like, no, this isn't that kind of cartoon. Not that there's anything wrong with that at all, but I don't want to be like, okay, this character's this, and they're this, and this, and like just give the profile out on everybody. It's like, no, like you're gonna have to look in the cartoon and detect nuances and whatnot. Like, obviously, you can tell that Wolf is not gay because he's dating a girl in episode 2. Now, the way he is with, like, could Wolf be bisexual? Yeah, I'm not taking that off the table. I just don't want it to become a discussion of, oh, which character, what people does this character fuck, and how big is this character's penis? And God, I just remember the thing at that one con with the Gargoyles thing with the creators of the Gargoyles cartoon, and everyone's just, and they're just like, this character's penis is this long and this one's circumcised. And I was like, I don't want to hear this shit about the fucking Gargoyles characters. Why are y'all asking these questions? I didn't say anything. I was just a little uncomfortable about it. But, you know, like, it is the right of the creators to make that information. That's all right. That's fine. It's just, I don't like. Oh, is Wolf? What kind of penis does Wolf have? Like, no, you're never gonna know. Obviously, you're never gonna know. I'm not gonna put something like that in my fucking cartoon.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not there's anything wrong with that if you are previously doing an adult cartoon that's about sex and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not my style. It's a shoe I've tried on 2 or 3 times and it just doesn't fit. I've tried. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you think would happen to my fan base if I just turned a Fox in Space into a sex cartoon? I would lose most of my fan base and gain a whole bunch of other people.
Your Patreon would hit $10,000.
Yeah, I'd probably make like $40,000 a week. I was just putting out constant stuff with like the same level of production as my regular cartoons, but just like porn loops or whatever the fuck is the hot fetish of the week. I can't do that.
Just the loop sound of balls plapping ass.
A bunch of like voice actors just like where it's just like the like back in the day, like the flash loop ones where they would just get one actor to go and it would be that one clip, but just like with the varied pitch. So it would be like like on a
and then if you hit tab and it shows like the yellow square around it, you just hold enter and it's just like just like infinite. Yeah.
Well, you all were told at the beginning this is a mature audiences thing. Sometimes I'll say a cheeky joke and someone will message me like, dude, I got in trouble because you said that. I was like, this is a mature audiences stream. You agreed that you understood that when you clicked on it. I don't know. There's nothing mature about what we do here, but I have to put that on the streams. All right, Wolf, you look all right.
He's been called worse.
Old Jigglebones. Don't call me Jigglebones, but it's not funny. I already have one. I have like the Mario Brothers song. I have the Tetris theme, the Game Boy Tetris theme of just me going, oh. It's like, I wish I.
Oh damn it!
And so on and so forth. Right, who else do I have to add to this? I didn't hide his tail, damn it. Okay. I have to design Yanush. He's coming up soon.
It's like a Banjo-Kazooie character.
I remember that shit. Happy Hyena Day! Or what's left of it. I don't have any hyena laughs on here. Will I be buying the pre-order of the Super Mario Brothers movie DVD? Nah. I don't do physical media anymore. I just have a giant hard drive. I mean, if I get it, I'll just get it, rip it to my digital collection, and then never use it again. Trevor Scoot, yes. Is that... Yeah. Just Belly and Notch. It's a loop. Hell yeah. A seamlessly looping file. If you'd like it, I can paste the link. Oh, did my thing, I think my, oh fuck, sometimes it just stops registering my camera and I have to open it back up again. God, it's fucking hot down here. That's what she said. All right, show us the yin. There we are. Are we back? Are we coming in clear? The fuck? When are you gonna toss a bone to us Slippy heads? Slippy is going to have a lot of airtime. Slippy's gonna have so many more lines. Slippy wasn't in episode 2 because he would have been like 9 or 10 years old. Like super young. I couldn't think. Like Slippy's dad is in it, whatever. In this episode, the first scene that you see Slippy and Fox in, it's right when, well, spoiler. It's right when Fox finds out that his dad is pretty much gone and not coming home, and he starts crying, and Slippy's in the back of the car with him. Peppy and Vixie, or Peppy and Beltino and Peppy are driving them to go get food, and Fox hasn't. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me read it if you want. This is not final. This is just some shit I have written down. If I can find it. Tomato soup and a grilled cheese. God.
Stop.
And a dill spear. A spear of a dill pickle. If y'all want me to go over some stuff, there's so episode 1, or I mean episode 3 has the, just show it on here. This is heavy episode 3 spoilers. Just a heads up. Can I make that bigger? Yeah, this is all the previously stuff. This is gonna be the first real scene. Wolf pays the debt. And then, you know, that stuff. Then Farrah gets reprimanded. Bill gets demoted. Pepper comes in and talks to Shears. Yeah, scene starts with two coworkers mumbling something, wishing each other, leaning in for a cute kiss, sitting next to each other, computer. It's just like two workers that work in the tower for General Pepper, and then turning a look through the soundproof office windows next to the main office on the other side, seeing Pepper with his hands against the top of his head, cap missing, looking very distraught, explaining something to Shears. Well, this is basically right after he gets the report that Peppy is coming back alone and James is pretty much probably dead. After Pepper leaves the office, what he wants to do with the other power core from the R-Wings. This is when it's revealed, like, what Shears wants to do. With, like, Shears is trying to get a hold of the power cores in the R-Wings for his own experiments, or his own science team that he has working on some special stuff. And the only thing that has those power cores is the R-Wing, so he's trying to find everybody that can get him information on it, or steal an R-Wing. That's why he's like, fine, if I can't send these goons in to get information on the R-Wing, I'm gonna call the Separatists and be like, hey, James is going there with his R-Wing. If you can, you know, get him and take his launch key for the R-Wing, you can have James. I know you want him. I'll tell you where he is as long as you promise to give me the launch key for the R-Wing that he has, so I can get somebody else there to go pick it up. But yeah, Pepper walks out of the office. This is after Pepper's like everything's fucked. Andros probably has the discs. We're fucked. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And he's like, his hearing ringing in his ears and whatnot, rumbling, ringing, getting louder. His footsteps getting heavier as he goes to his desk in his own office, reaching in the jar that usually has his anxiety suckers in it. Like they're medical, whatever, maybe. I don't know. It's empty. Maybe he tries to put it, or wait, what the fuck? Oh yeah, reaching for the jar. It's empty. Maybe he tries to put it back, but slips, and it falls to the ground and breaks. He doesn't bother cleaning it up. He goes to the hallway and fumbles for a 1 credit note, like a $1 bill, in his pocket for the suckers in the snack machine. Rumbling in his ears and ringing, getting louder. The machine won't take the 1 credit note. He tries several times. Noises still building, breathing getting louder. The machine still rejecting the note. Pepper angrily shoves the note in the machine again, growling in frustration. Finally, he pulls it out of the machine, flips it over to see his own regularly printed face on the 1 credit note as any other, but also with a big red stamp over the top of it saying, "Want to see where I've been? Go to lyl://where'sthegeneral.core." If you live in the United States, you'll know we have a Where's George thing where they stamp a serial number thing in a website on a dollar bill so you could see where it was and where it had been and report where it had been. And basically it was a thing that nobody fucking used, and the dollar bill is not readable in a lot of snack machines. So at the height of his anxiety of everything going wrong, he screams at the machine, "Why won't you take my..." And then he pulls it out and sees that on it. And it's like, "Where's the general.core?" And at that moment, his eyes roll back and he faints. Cut to black. Some of these scenes aren't finished, but Peppy in the hospital room waiting for General Pepper to wake up. Peppy starts to, like I said, General Pepper starts writing upside down on a piece of paper with a trembling hand on his jot pad. "I'm so sorry." Peppy reaches forward, puts his hand over General Pepper, stopping him. Hey, no, don't. There's going to be more of this scene. Like I said, I'm filling them all out. I have all the scenes in order of everything that's going to happen in episode 3. But these are the ones I've filled out so far. And then after like whatever happens with the rest of that scene, Fox is driven. It cuts to, you know, this is after General Pepper and everything, and the wolf situation. Farrah's gotten yelled at. Bill's gotten yelled at, and Fox is driven home in a limousine by who's going to be the new Cornerian Premier, his staff. You know, Fox is 13. He's old enough to be like, "Yeah, I'm this one here." Fox gets out of the car, thanks the driver before they drive off. But there's also another long, dark car that is seen leaving Cale's house. Cale is standing in the front doorway of his house across the street. Fox starts to head toward his own house on the other side of the street. Cale's like, "JJ, come over here. I need to talk to you." "Mr. O'Donnell, I really didn't know that he was going to steal that." "You need to come over here, JJ. Something's happened. Something else." Fox turns in the middle of the street, staring at Cale. Cale stares back with red, drunk eyes. Cale's voice breaking. "It's your come on over here, son. And, and the expression he wears tells Fox enough. Kale stays at the door until Fox begins to approach. Kale turns and goes inside, but leaves the door open for Fox. Fox still feels nothing, even though he kind of knows what's going on. And then, it's a day or two later, at least a day-night cycle has gone by, and Pepe comes over to pick Fox up. They, Pepe and Beltino, they know Kale. They all know each other. They're all friends. And, so Pepe, Fox and Slippy are sitting in the back. This is like right after episode 2. This is going to be at the beginning of episode 3. Fox and Slippy are sitting in the back of Pepe's car, the same one he was driving in episode 2 at the beginning. Pepe driving and Beltino with him up front. And, Pepe's going to say something like, he hasn't said a word in 2 days and just keeps playing that video game. Fox is just in the back playing a video game. And he sees JJM in all of the high score slots, except for the single lowest one. This is going to be the lowest one. Makes sense. Sorry, I need to change that. JFM. This implies... Oh, let's see. Oh, is this not written correct? When he completes the last level in the game for the umpteenth time, he enters his initials, JJM. But since his father's initials, JFM, are in the last high score slot, Fox watches a little explosion animation that knocks the 10th place out, replacing it with his own initials, JJM. This is the moment Fox is finally impacted by the loss of his father. His face eventually wrinkles up and he starts sucking in hard breaths. Fox cries, though he tries his best through all of it to suppress any sign of it. Slippy awkwardly sits there next to him, not really knowing how to react. Slippy's like 11 years old at this point. First, simply looking out the window. But anyway, I don't have the rest of it written, but he eventually reaches over and puts his hand on Fox's shoulder. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't even look at Fox. He just kind of reaches over I should do this because Fox is crying. It's going to be this really touching moment. People might cry. It's my goal to make them cry there. And then, the next scene. This is a few minutes later, Pepe finally drives them to a food place to get breakfast the next day with Beltino and his son Slippy. So it's all four of them. It's Pepe, Fox, Slippy, and Beltino, and they're at this food restaurant or whatever, and they're eating. And Fox is still just sniffling, he wakes up and realizes the truth again and starts crying again. Falco, the little 13, 14-year-old Falco, happens to be at the same restaurant with a different, smaller scooter, not as good of a model. Maybe he asks him, he's like, hey, he comes in, he's like, hey, I gotta go take a whiz. Can you guys watch my scooter for 30 seconds or whatever? And Pepe looks out, he's like, sure, that's you out there? He's like, yeah, that's the one. Is he all right? And he just lost. It's like, oh no. And then it's the first moment in history where all four of the new Star Fox members are in the room at the same time. Even though Slippy's 11, Fox is 13, and Falco's 14. And, Pepe's 40. They're, it's the first time that they're all in the same place. And it doesn't even like do this like foreshadowing thing like or whatever. But it's, you know, it's gonna be a sweet little moment that's like, oh hey, this is you know, we got the birth moment of the Star Wolf team. So it's kind of like a give or take a couple days. The Star Wolf and the Star Fox team happen right around the same time. Not officially, but like around the same days that Fox, Falco, Slippy, and Peppy are all in the same place. Cause like Falco, you know, he comes off kind of douchey, but he like nudges Fox on the shoulder and he's like, hey man, you want to come look at my scooter? And Fox looks out the window at it, you know, wipes his nose or whatever. And Beltino's like, yeah, you guys go look at his scooter. He's like, don't let him ride it, you know, like ha 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 or whatever. It's like don't let him on that thing, but if y'all want to go look at it, you know. And Peppy and Beltino turn and just like watch the kids outside like looking at Falco's scooter, and it just fades out there. There's no like one-liner or anything, but that's just like, whoa. They just met Falco, and like this is the first moment that they're all like hanging out. Holy fuck. And then somewhere right after that, it cuts out, long black fade, and then it cuts in and it's present day back at episode 1 timeline. You know, and like I wanna pull it off and make it real good. I hope I do. I hope it doesn't suck. That needs to be the tagline of Fox in Space, Episode 3. I hope it doesn't suck. Man, I need a snack. Did I eat 3 times today already? Not that that has to be a rule or anything. Oh, I did finish these. I just have to color them. I promise you, Rex, the more that you do this, it's just going to become like muscle memory.
I'm literally doing it right now.
I just mean, like, after you've done like 10 or 20 of these, which would be like a couple months, like, it's just like, I won't even have to tell you, like, if something is broken, you're just going to know how to fix it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. is such a jam. Hey, it did 0 gaps. I filled all 3 parts of Nikolai's jacket on that, and I didn't have to fit. I didn't have to close 1 gap. Just the multi-layer edit or the multi-frame edit just did it. Now I have to do the pants. T was the pants, right? Oh boy. When you look into a mirror, the reflection that you see is a shell of what you were. It's not who you want to be, but you're gonna change. You've just about made up your mind. You're gonna change, and when you leave it all behind, what will the past remember? What will the future bring when you walk out? What a horrible screeching laugh. Did it fill all the legs? It's interesting when you have a grease pencil that's following a model, like parented to it. It's a little different.
It threw me off at first.
You understand why I do that, though, right?
Yeah.
It keeps the center of it for the lighting effects, because if it's just a giant rectangle with the lizard guy walking across the rectangle, then yeah, filling the... Obviously, you can't do multi-frame fill, because when you turn on multi-frame, it's just this horizontal streak across the whole screen. And also, if your character is moving like depth of field related stuff, it will stay true to the depth of field. You know what I mean? Because if a character's up front toward the close area of the screen and their origin point is there, and then you like just leave it there as they walk backwards, like off into the background. If you don't make the origin point follow the model of the character, it's going to stay at front, and the depth of field won't work right. You get what I mean? Because it bases the depth of field blur on where the origin point of the model is. I hope that makes sense.
Yep. I got used to it almost immediately. At first, it was weird because I was trying to do like the foot placement for like the walk cycle.
Yeah, and you move it forward to where you see it, and it's like, what the hell? Yeah, that's the exact same thing I had to deal with. I've been there for a while though, because literally the first scene I ever did was James walking through the train, and that was like, even on my very first project, I was like, I would have parented it to his model. It's no longer Hyena Day.
Is that gonna stop you?
Well, I'm gonna turn off Hyena Day and wolf it up. We'll go over to Wolfo Dawn.
No, that's fine.
There we are. It's
When's Wolf Day? Is there a Wolf Day?
It's Wolf Day now. Say the line. What's the line? Is there a line for Hyena Day? Is there a line for a Wolf Day? When you're saying say the line, say the line. What's the line? You obviously had something in mind.
Can I see your legs?
No, that. I thought you meant like can't let you do that.
Or can I see your? Says that all the time.
This guy's fucking annoying.
Can we not do? Hold on. Where is the? Down, 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 down. You want to see like the? Yeah, this right here. It's not working. Never wants to work.
Have a good night, Rekka.
Yeah, dude, take it easy. Here we go. God, was I still doing this in 4x3? Yeah, this was Fox comes in to take out the Star Wolf team. They're robbing a bank, but they get the draw on Fox. And this was the first scene in the old one where they all had anime hair and whatnot. This is the first scene where Fox runs into the Star Wolf team.
You think you can just fly to Fortuna, prance through the front gates and drag me back home, save the day, get the girl, keep me from having my fun? Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
My name is Fox McCloud. Star Fox is my team, not my name.
Is that a fact? Well, now I have to call you Star Fox.
Play more time. God damn it.
You think you can just fly to Fortuna, prance through the front gates and drag me back home, save the day, get the girl, keep me from having my fun? Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
My name is Fox McCloud. Star Fox is my team, not my name.
Is that a fact? Well, now I have to call you Star Fox.
Yeah, that was Wolf O'Donnell in 2012. I think still pretty much the same. They just don't have their anime mohawk mullet hair. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is it not? Open file location. Show it to me. It's not gonna. Okay. Pre-intro storyboard piece. Oh God, is my shit's gonna start doing this stuff again? The VLC shit where my hard drive is fucked. I don't want that to be a thing. That's not what I was trying to do. Oh, never mind. We're good. Yeah, God, this is so old.
If there ever was a place with a climate upon which we could rely, if there ever was a time, if there ever was a time when they needed to hear those old words we cried. All ships check in.
This is Peppy. All systems go. Slippy here. I'm okay.
The hair was because I didn't want to be sued. Except Falco, he looks the same.
Yeah, I'm fine. Jesus Christ.
Except for his nostrils. Yeah, why is... I don't understand why... Yeah, there's some weird shit going on. Oh, I hate this hard drive so much. There's always some fucked up shit about this hard drive. Why does it do that? Oh my fucking God. Yeah, just nothing. Oh my God, this is gonna make me like throw something through the fucking window. I hate this shit so much.
Oh, the adventures.
I hate this shit so much. VLC is just...
It'll drive you into some nasty habits.
Is it just not... I guess it's just not gonna open anything on my... Is it just VLC? Or you I bet, hold on a minute. Let me make a copy of a file.
Oh, the same issue that I had?
The one that I had with the Shane Gillis file the other day that was all fucked up?
Yep.
Okay, I made a copy of the file and now it's playing. And I'll bet you that I try to delete that file and I bet it's going to be like, cannot delete this file. Yeah, I'm hitting the delete. This fucking shit's doing it again. I hate this hard drive. I'm never gonna buy another one of these.
Waking up from a dream so tragically, slipping on my uniform so magically, looking out my window. There's not a cloud in the sky. I wish I could fly without the assistance of an NTD. FX1 engine, no sir, just me and my best friends. Three of my best friends. Three of my best friends.
I want to put this in the 3rd episode so bad. I just don't know how I'm going to fit it in.
Secret post credits.
Slung Together by Matthew Gafford.
Ah, the son of James McCloud. You must be as good as your father to have made it this
blah, 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 blah.
A darling gesture, but quite futile.
This is the animatic I made. I never actually got around to animating it.
It's getting too close to town. It's getting closer to the turn of the ages.
We got attacked in tow and ready to go.
Heavy was British and Slippy was a redneck.
Scary.
I'll give you just what you need.
Dad?
Unnecessary.
Confidence indeed.
Yeah, my whole hard drive is just shitting itself right now for some reason. I don't know. Good God. And it's always VLC, and I can't figure out what the hell it's doing that for. That's the thing, I double click on the file. It won't let me delete it. It won't, like, it just doesn't. Oh my God. Did it closed Blender too? This is really emotionally testing me today. It's really wanting me to like get mad and embarrass myself. Come on. Did it at least save my colors? It didn't. It didn't save anything. Blender just Blender just crashed in the middle of that and didn't save.
What about your dot?
I'm working
your
on
dot
it.
blend, like your
My
1 and 2
autosave.
files, if you have any.
I could just open the autosave. We're good. It was fine when I moved over and I started doing the shit in the VLC folder. It just... Yeah, like, don't worry, like, no, if there was something that fucked up the integrity of my backups for my cartoon, the stream would already be over. I'd be on the news. Like, my backups are fine. I have backups on 3 different hard drives and on Google Drive. And OneDrive. But...
My man.
This is like some weird hard drive sector issue thing. Because it's like I go click on certain files in Windows and I haven't had... I thought it was an issue with a BitTorrent thing, but it's not. It's just the hard drive just wants to be like, nope. Speaking of, I'm gonna go ahead and get this fucker off, I swear to God. If this thing was a human being, I would have... I'm not gonna say that on stream. Yeah. So I'm turning off the hard drive, plugging it back in. This is a problem with this. This is a Western Digital, I think, or a Seagate. I don't know. It's the same model of my old one, and I bought a new one because the old one was getting kind of clicky. And this one has given me USB trouble for, like, since I got it. Are you serious? Is it... Okay, is it showing up now? I didn't... Alright, going back to that folder. Can I delete it now, or is it still fucked? Okay. So sometimes I just have to unplug the hard drive, wait 10 seconds, and plug it back in. Yeah, I don't know.
Where's Lombardi and the rest of them?
Captain Fox McCloud, serial number 3019.
Where's the rest of your friends? Shitty.
Captain Fox McCloud, serial number...
Oh, that's real fucking cute. Yeah, that's right. You fucking remember me? Turn around, asshole. I want to see your face. O'Donnell, he's for the Emperor, you idiot. Wait! I said turn around. I want to see your face when I'm talking to you. Andros wants you bad. I'm sure you already know that. What do you... Shut up. Worse than death, what he's got planned for you. I don't want to describe it, and you're honestly better off not knowing. Run while you can, man. Or hell, off yourself. I don't know. Go ahead and call your little buddies and have them come pick you up.
Hey, my communicator's fried.
And I'm sure you'll find a way to fix it. You are the great Fox McCloud, after all.
Hey, Wolf. Thanks, I think.
Don't thank me, kiddo. I'm just saving you for later. If anyone's gonna tan your hide, it's gonna be me. And don't you fucking forget it.
What a Chad. Yeah, those are the 3 characters at the beginning of episode 1. Originally, I wanted to have some, like, really extreme... Let me play it one more time. Yeah, this was this is just a little demo I put on what you call it, Patreon. Just be like, here's an animatic I made yesterday. I made that whole animatic in like one day. But yeah, this is like when, you know, they capture Fox McCloud, and then I was like, I like these three characters. I don't want their brains blown out.
Where's Lombardi and the rest of them?
Captain Fox McCloud, serial number 3019.
Where's the rest of your friends? Shitty little...
Captain Fox McCloud, serial number...
Oh, that's real fucking cute. Yeah, that's right. You fucking remember me? Turn around, asshole. I want to see your face.
O'Donnell, he's for the Emperor, you idiot.
Wait! I said turn around. I want to see your face when I'm talking to you. Andros wants you bad. I'm sure you already know that. What do you... Shut up. Worse than death, what he's got planned for you. I don't want to describe it. You're honestly better off not knowing. Run while you can, man. Or hell, off yourself. I don't know. Go ahead and call your little buddies and have them come pick you up.
Hey, my communicator's fried.
And I'm sure you'll find a way to fix it. You are the great Fox McCloud, after all.
From YouTuber Star Fox Star Wolf 1993.
Where's Lombardi and the rest of them?
Captain Fox McCloud, serial number 3019.
Where's the rest of your friends? Shitty little...
Captain Fox McCloud, serial number...
Oh, that's real fucking cute. Yeah, that's right. You fucking remember me? Turn around, asshole. I want to see your face.
O'Donnell, he's for the Emperor, you idiot.
Wait! I said turn around. I want to see your face when I'm talking to you. Andros wants you bad. I'm sure you already know that. What do you... Shut up. Worse than death, what he's got planned for you. I don't want to describe it. You're honestly better off not knowing. Run while you can, man. Or hell, off yourself. I don't know. Go ahead and call your little buddies and have them come pick you up.
Hey, my communicator's fried.
And I'm sure you'll find a way to fix it. You are the great Fox McCloud, after all.
Hey, Wolf. Thanks, I think.
Don't thank me, kiddo. I'm just saving you for later. If anyone's gonna tan your hide, it's gonna be me. And don't you fucking forget it.
That's so good. That's so good. Seriously, I left a comment on that too. I was like, that was great. I really enjoyed that. Sorry. I get tickled every time I see that. That's a good one. I need to watch The Great Mouse Detective. Talking about that earlier.
The favorite.
Yeah, it's a good one. I think that was the last one before Little Mermaid came out. '86. No, Oliver and Company and Who Framed Roger Rabbit came after Great Mouse Detective. Great Mouse Detective was '86. Yeah, '81 was Fox and the Hound. '85 was Black Cauldron. '86 was Great Mouse Detective. '88 was Oliver and Company. And also Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And then '89 was The Little Mermaid. And Treasure of the Lost Lamp, Rescuers Down Under, Beauty and the Beast. God, did they not have anything that came out in, well, I guess '93 was Aladdin, and then '94 was The Lion King, and then '95 was Pocahontas. I remember that. I remember seeing Pocahontas in theaters. '96 was Hunchback. '97 was Hercules. '98 was Mulan. '99 was Tarzan. 2000 was Emperor's New Groove. 2001 was Atlantis. 2002 was Lilo and Stitch. 2003 was Treasure Planet. And 2004 was Home on the Range. And that was it. That was Disney's theatrically released 2D animated movies from the late '80s to the end. God, so depressing. Oh wait, Brother Bear. What was Brother Bear? That was '03, wasn't it? Or wait. Yeah, I forgot Brother Bear in there. What was Brother Bear? That was 2003. Not bad. I think. See, sometimes they had one. Wait, Brother Bear has a 37% on Rotten Tomatoes. Was it really that bad?
I don't think I've seen it myself.
It was all right. I liked it. I didn't have any problem with Brother. I know some people that worked on Brother Bear. No. That's so weird. I go back and look at. I hate Rotten Tomatoes so much. Of course, the fan ratings. If you look at Rotten Tomatoes, always trust the fan ratings. The reviewers, the critics on Rotten Tomatoes are all paid hacks, and they are poopy pants, and they're not worth their weight in salt. Every movie I've ever loved that the critics have rated shitty, the fans have rated good. They're always divided, like, oh, this movie has slightly problematic views from the director or whatever. We have to give it a 20%, while otherwise it's an amazing, movie otherwise. And the fans were like, no, this is true to the original material and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I never trust the reviews from Rotten Tomatoes critics. It's like the same 20 people are like, no, it's problematic, it's not good, and yeah. I don't care if it references the original material, it's 2023. Sorry. It's on all sides, like, it gets pretty bad. I'm sorry if like a movie with a big fan base like gets 99% and everyone's like, oh, this movie's awesome, it stays true and everything, and then like critics give it like a 30 or whatever. Yeah, there's some money in politics involved there. I don't know. It's just like the video game people that are paid to give every Call of Duty game at least an 8 or a 9 every year. It's like, nah, I'm good. Oh, no, that's the thing. Like in the little cases where like hardcore review bombing happens on a movie, then you can just kind of like look at both sides of that and figure out what the movie's gonna be. If it's a movie that review bombing has on it, whether it's good or not, I just usually don't see that movie anyway. Or I wait until all the, oh, is it woke or is it based? Oh, like all that horse shit dies down. And then like 3 years later, I'll be like, let's watch this movie and see if it didn't suck. Don't care. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, I hate like overly like political, super ultra progressive movies that are just that way for the sake of, or to troll the chuds on Twitter or whatever, but I'm not one of those. I hate the W word. I don't like using it. I do believe that a lot of movies have an issue with that kind of stuff, and it does, like usually movies that are really hardcore in that corner have really shitty writing, but yeah, can you imagine? It's like, hey fella, you want to watch a movie with me and Slippy? Is it woke or is it based? I mean, it's just an action movie. Yeah, but I mean, it's like everybody in it a fucking flamingo, because, everybody's gotta have a fucking flamingo in a movie now. Like, forget about us bluebirds, fuck. What are you even talking? You wouldn't understand, man. Do you even care about representation? Like, every movie now is like, oh, let's take all of the blue characters and make them flamingos. Oh, it's like, well, what about us bluebirds? Why you gotta turn every friggin' bluebird in a movie into a flamingo now? Oh, I'm a Go on and make a Fox in Space episode 3 like super political, like of the zeitgeist. It would be so dumb. That'd be so... Yeah, he's got the right. Just make it like flamingos or whatever aren't getting any parts in movies, and it's all going to like the blue and black and red bird people. So they're like doing remakes of all the movies that have blue and black and green and red birds, and they're making them all flamingos or something. I don't know, just something totally lame that I would never actually do in my cartoon. That is pretty funny. This is pre-planned erasure of my Vietnamese pheasant bird people. They're turning them all into flamingo. They're pink washing all of my bird bros. God, like, part of me is like, no, I would never do that. But part of me is like, I wouldn't mind seeing like a culture war in like a completely alternate universe where there's no like a direct allegory for any earthling races of people. It's all completely whack and wild and different. Actually, there will be a lot of that in the violence. People don't like hyenas. But it's kind of like, why am I leaned all the way over here? Let me recalibrate. There we go. Rex, are you there? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a buffoon.
I've been here the whole time.
Long enough. Pink flamingos. You keep them chickens on there. Don't you you keep them chickens on. Oh my God.
I saw like one clip of that in like a YouTube video, but they only used like one quote, and it was just her sitting in like the playpen. And I was like, what the hell is this movie? And I just like
Divine
watched it all and what? Yeah. Well, it wasn't Divine in the.
No, the big older fat lady that was the baby character or whatever. No, Divine in the how much is that doggy in the window skit. They're like, Divine, how could you actually eat a piece of dog shit on screen? To which Divine replied, well, it was only a little piece of dog shit. It's like Jared Fogle. I don't know if I can say that joke on stream. What is it? The judge sentences Jared Fogle to 30 years in prison. And he's like, well, why are you sentencing me to 30 years in prison? And he's like, well, you got a hand job from a... To which Jared Fogle replies, well, honor. Well, honor, it was only a little hand job. Cancelled. I can't say the rest of that joke on here or I'll get in trouble, but I think you can figure it out. Oh, God. I gotta thank... Huh?
Oh, no, do your thanks. That is way more important than what I was gonna say.
No, what are you getting ready to say?
Well, just I saw a video, because like I only knew about what Jared Fogle did, just like the basic thing. But I watched a video that like went into detail about everything that he did.
It's literally an incarnated demon from hell. He is a
It'll
lust
turn
demon.
Your hair white
Yep.
hearing everything that he did. Holy fucking Christ.
I don't even want to go any further on this discussion on here.
No,
but yeah, holy
me neither.
That dude was literally the embodiment of like an immoral lust demon. Holy Jesus. Now he's up in there and other people are asking him, do you want the 6-inch or do you want the foot long? I should joke about that. I apologize. Yeah, there you go. I have a button for it and I have 4 different apologies. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh my God.
It's the squeaky one that gets me. I apologize.
Oh my God. Uh-oh. I think I did one of those things where I clicked the wrong thing and now it's going to go through 43 frames.
I did that.
I mean, I think it does actually have a timeout now, but oh my God, I should have started small.
I filled the eyes without hiding the black fill, so I had to like undo.
I tried to fill on the lines layer, and now we're gonna let's queue up a movie because this is.
I was gonna say you might as well put on Lord of the Rings or something.
Fucking God!
Put on the trilogy.
Between that and my D drive, yeah, maybe I should just I'm just gonna close it. Fuck it. we will reload it. I would rather lose a minute of work than sit here for 8 minutes and wait for the fucking shit to work. Jesus Christ. Let's try it again. There we go. All right. I'm still hungry. I ate my chicken earlier. Yeah, I had lunch and dinner, but I didn't have breakfast. That's probably why I'm still hungry. I want to get better at going hungry.
Man, I had a delicious McBreakfast today. And I haven't had a McDonald's breakfast in like 6 months.
Oh, really? Oh, my neck. There we go. No. Sorry. I kid.
I say.
Ah! Yeah, get it. Go to sleep. Oh, what you... It's a great little trick. So what you do is you act like your nose is broken and you cover your nose with your hands like this, and then you put your thumbnails over your front teeth and push them back. You're like, oh, my nose is broken, I gotta fix it. You know, something like that, like, you know. And people standing in front of you will shriek in terror. I used to do that in high school in PE. I'd fall down and be like, Gafford, you all right? I was like, I think I broke my nose. Hold on. Like that, and I would like cover my nose and like push my thumbnails over my teeth, and all the girls in the class would cry. They'd be like, or they would like take their hands and like fan their hands at their face really fast, going, oh God, oh, you know what I mean? Like doing the, like, not jazz hands, but like fanning their fingers at their own face, going like, oh God.
You should share that April Fool's joke you did to Greg.
Oh yeah, the one where I
ago.
instantly like apologized and almost cried. Greg's never seen me cry the entire time we've been together. And I almost did in front of him because he got so upset. Not at me, just like what he thought was real. So on April Fool's one morning, I filed down some aspirin pills to look like pieces of teeth. And he was in the April 1st. In the morning, he was in the kitchen making coffee or whatnot, and I walked in. I was like, Greg, do you want? And I acted like I fell, and I pounded my fist on the corner of the table as hard as I could. He wasn't looking directly at me, and I got back up, like grabbing or holding my face, like my mouth, going like, oh God, oh God, oh gee, oh, like that. And I started like spitting out little pieces of what looked like my teeth. And Greg just instantly like lunged over, like going to like call someone on the phone, and like almost started crying. He was like, oh honey, oh no, oh God, oh honey, oh. Like, yeah, I almost immediately started crying. I just like immediately, I was like, Greg, no, it's April Fool's, and I just like, it's April Fool's, like I just spit all the rest of the pieces of the aspirin out of my mouth. I was like, it's April Fool's, And it took him a minute. Like, he was just like frozen for a minute. And like, I immediately went up and hugged him and like buried my head in his chest. I was like, oh, Greg, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And then he laughed. Like, at that point, he got it that he had gotten completely pranked. But like, it was to the point where like he instantly like was getting ready to like wind up and start crying and like really quickly dialing, you know, the hospital or whatever on the phone. Like, I felt so bad. That's me though. That's my April Fool's jokes. I have, like, if it's just like, hey Greg, there's something over there on the table for you. Oh gee, I wonder what like, yeah, you should go look at it. Like, shit like that. Like, no, it has to be something that completely just blindsides people and they just immediately, like, full bore, just fall into it. And then I'm like, gotcha. You know what today is, right? But like, his immediate, just like heartfelt, like immediately, like it, like the whole joke, everything lasted less than 4 seconds. It's like, hey Greg, I was just, oh, and it's like, oh God, oh no, oh baby, oh honey, oh my, oh God. Like, what is it? It's fake, it's fake, it's fake. Oh look, it's fake, it's fake. Pieces of aspirin. Whoop. It's fake, it's fake. It's April Fool's. You know what today is? Like, that is literally verbatim, like chronologically, exactly how fast everything went. That was the whole joke there. It was like 4 or 5 seconds, to the point where I was like almost like tearing up, being like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. It was a joke, it was a joke. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done it. And then at that point, I was the one. From there, it flipped for me being the one like, it was just and him being like, oh honey, oh my God, blah, blah. Like it was flipped, and he was like, oh my God, and me like burying my face in his chest, going, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, oh my God, I should have done it, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, it like, that was 2 years ago, I think. It's April now. It wasn't last April Fool's, but it was April Fool's before that one.
I remember the morning that it happened.
You have to admit, like,
that's a good get.
Yeah, like he done got get. Like, he really did.
It's a good thing he loves you.
Yeah, like, oh man, the one with my mom, with me and my sister, where this is going to give people like trypophobia, ickiness, so content warning. We took a bunch of grains of white rice and like worked them deep into our scalps. And like that morning, my mom was in the living room watching the news or whatever, and me and my sister both came in like vigorously scratching our heads and just didn't say anything. My mom's like, why are y'all itching your heads so much? And like, I don't know, can you look? And it was like, I didn't see it, but the blood-curdling brief scream that my mother made, like, she just like, she started looking at my scalp, and like she pulled the hair back. You know, there must have been like 20 or 30 grains of rice like right at the base of my scalp, and the shriek. She almost immeditely knew, like, that's not what lice looks like, but she could almost see like the corners of our mouths trying not to smile. She's like, let me look here. Oh, is it Matthew? And like both of us just cackling, and like we had to go in and wash our hair and get the rice out of our scalps. This is when me and my sister were like 7 years old and 9 years old. And yeah, that was our April Fool's. My mom. So gross. That had to look like, I don't even know what that would look like parting your kid's hair and just seeing like 20 random white grains of fat rice in the scalp, like some like egg larvae of some bug. Yeah, like it only caught her for like 1 full second. She shrieked in despair, but immediately, like when we started laughing, that's probably it. Because like we just started laughing. She was just like, "Children, oh God, Jesus, Jesus of Nazareth." Well, if I know that I died, Lord Jesus, God Almighty, I do say, like, she just, oh man, yeah, she is so mad. I probably messed with my mom for a while. Lordy God Almighty.
Don't be mad, but I need to go to bed.
It's 2 in the morning. I'm starting to get sleepy myself. How long am I going? 2 hours. Yeah, I hate to do little itty bitty streams, but this is already like I should have streamed earlier today, but I had to go shopping for a chair. My chair's footrest broke. It's one of those chairs where you have to push the footrest in with your legs. So after a couple years, whichever side you push it down on the most, it starts getting bent. And the day after I did my live stream with the Lackadaisy podcast thing, it just snapped. It's good that it lasted that long. I'm very thankful. But,
as much as I hate to say it.
But I will tell you, right now, tomorrow, let me give you the link. Copy this link. I am going to be speaking with and hanging out with Ice. Undying Nephilim Ice Cream Man, the guy that makes Star Fox Event Horizon. Check this link here. And bookmark it and get the notification. This will be tomorrow in about 14 hours. Another reason I have to go to sleep early. I believe it's just me and him. But yeah, if you want to hear me hanging out with the Star Fox Event Horizon guy for however long, I'll be having a couple drinks, shooting the shit. I'm excited just to hang out and talk. And like I said, there's not any, like, I'm not really like, what, it's not going to be like literally the same thing that the Lackadaisy one was. It's just going to be us hanging out, shooting the shit, talking about Star Fox stuff for anybody that wants to come hang out. So set a notification for that. Most definitely. Jedi Survivor. Let's go see what another hyena is doing. And y'all be sure to tell Laughing happy late hyena day. But anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Be sure to check out that stream because that's where I'm going to be. See you in the next one.